we are most favored. That we are counted worthy for this wonderful service. Wonderful, gracious, and glorious. Because, yes, we do it. But more than ever before, in good understanding. We thank God for this opportunity. We pray after this, every form of terror of man, of beast, of sicknesses will be done in you.
Amen.
The service is that of washing of the feet. Jesus, amongst the 10 steps that Papa Oshofa left for us in the last Good Friday service in Makoko, this was one of the key pillars. One of the key pillars. Out of the 10, he had one. Washing of feet began is traceable not to Jesus. Jesus only brought back. When they did Passover in Egypt, they did not wash their feet. But to reunite, and bring back or bring out of the rock where they came from to align the promises of God with the coming Christians. That is why Jesus reinstituted this. How do I mean? Passover was in Egypt. God said, just keep, have your shoes on. Did you see that? Exodus. Let's take a little studies. Exodus chapter 12. How do you eat? From verse 10 to 11.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until morning. And that which remaineth of it until morning you shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat.
This is the way you eat.
With your loins girded.
Your loins on.
Your shoes on your feet.
Shoes on your feet.
And your staff in your hand.
Staff in your hand.
And ye shall eat it in haste.
In haste.
It is the Lord's Passover.
The Lord's Passover. Why did they not eat after washing their feet in Egypt? Abraham brought washing of feet, and he washed the feet of the Trinity. Genesis chapter 18.
And he lifted up his eyes and looked.
He lifted up his eyes and looked.
And lo,
Lo,
3 men stood by him.
he saw the Father, he saw the Son, and he saw the representative of the angels.
And when he saw them,
And yet, when he saw them,
he ran to meet them from the tent door.
he ran to meet them from his tent.
And bowed himself towards the
He
ground.
bowed to them
And said,
and said,
My Lord,
My Lord,
if now I have found favor in thy sight.
You see, Abraham began the worship. He first bowed to them and said, if I found favor in your sight,
Pass not away,
don't go away,
I pray thee,
I pray thee.
from thy servant.
Yes,
Let a little water
Let a little water,
I pray you,
be
fetched,
fetched,
and wash your feet,
so that you wash your feet,
and rest yourself under the tree.
and rest yourself under the tree,
and I'll fetch a morsel of
and I'll
bread,
go and bring food,
and comfort to your heart.
and you will comfort your heart.
And
after,
ye shall pass on.
you can go on. Abraham began it. He did it for the Trinity. But here is the thing. God instituted it Passover. But it did not include the washing of feet. What is the disparity? Why the disparity? Why did God not bring the washing of feet to them in Egypt? What is the beauty of what God is doing? We don't know. Jesus said in today's lesson, that's verse 4. He said he knew where. Yes.
And laid aside his garment.
Verse 3.
Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things,
He knows he was given all things.
and that he had come from God,
That he came from God
and was going to God,
and was returning to God.
rose from supper.
You see, he knows where he came from. He knows where he is going. But the truth is, where he came from is where he is going. Did you see it? For anyone that would partake in the washing of feet, check. Where you came from should be where you are going. If where you came from is Omoido Celestial Mimo, if you would not have the desire to go back to where you came from, it's useless you wash your feet. You know, before that verse 3, something happened. He said verse 2.
And supper being ended,
Yes?
the devil having already put it into the heart of
Somebody would not have the desire to go back. That's why at the latter part, Jesus said, not all of you are clean.
Peter said to him, You shall never wash my feet. Jesus answered and said to him,
That's go down a little.
Jesus said to him, He who is bathed needs only to wash his feet, but is completely clean. And you are clean, but not all of you.
Not all of you.
For he knew who would betray him.
Where are you coming from? Where did you come from? If where you came from is not where you are going, then the washing of feet is useless. Why did God not institute it in Egypt? They did not come from Egypt. They are not Egyptians. They came from somewhere. Wherever your feet is washed determines where you are going. Wherever your feet is washed institutes your end, your destination. Where it was washed, that institutes. No wonder you water the tree on the roots. You pour water at the basement of every tree. When you want to water the tree, you don't pour it on the ground. Am I talking?
Yes.
You want to water a tree, a plant. You put water in under the roots. Pour the water at the basement of that plant. You will not pour the water on the floor around the tree. Am I talking? Yes. Your feet becomes your roots to your journey. As a man, as the tree stands on the roots, like you stand on your feet. The tree grows from the feet, from the roots, like the man grows from the legs. Your growth, spiritual, natural, physical, is from the downside. At the point of the washing of feet, the journey, there is a meeting between the root and the ground. There's an establishment. The root and the ground, the earth, partook together. Your feet is knitted to be very established, firmly established in your path to your journey or the destination. In washing of feet. That's why Jesus said, if you know these things, when you do them, happy are you. If I am your Lord and Master, if I do it,
You call me teacher.
you too must be able to begin to do it. What is Jesus doing? As I establish you by watering you, you must also do what? Establish one another by watering. Have I said anything? You must be deeply rooted. Paul saw that and taught in Ephesians chapter 3. Ephesians chapter 3. From verse 16, let me hear something there.
That he would grant you,
That he will grant you,
according to his riches in glory,
according to his riches in glory,
to be strengthened with the might of his spirit,
strengthened with the might
of his spirit in the inner man,
of him.
of his spirit in the inner man,
Strengthened in
strengthened with might
with might
by his spirit in
by
the inner
his
man,
spirit in the inner man.
that Christ may dwell in your heart
Christ
faith,
dwelling in you in faith,
that ye, being rooted and grounded in
being
love,
rooted and grounded in love,
may be able to comprehend with all
you will
saints
begin to know with the saints
what is in the breadth
breadth,
and the length
the length,
and the depth
the depth,
and the height,
the height, and
to know the love of Christ,
to know the love of Christ.
which passeth knowledge.
Let's see in that verse 1.
Now,
Who is there?
now before,
Keep quiet.
now before the feast of the Passover,
Yes.
when Jesus knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world
Yes.
to the Father, having loved his own
He loved.
which were in the world,
Did you see it? That you may comprehend the love. That was the day he showed his love to his disciples. He loved them.
which passeth knowledge,
Did you hear what I
and to
said?
know the love of
Who is
Christ,
there?
may be able to
He
comprehend
loved them
Unto the end.
unto the end. Unto the end. They love. All along, they could not understand he loved them. You are just following him. He said we are going to Bethany. To our Lazarus, our friend, is asleep. We want to go and wake him. This man. Someone said something, said, if we are going with him, let us go and die. Because we all understand that guy, that when we were here, when they sent message that he was sick, he did not attend to that. We didn't have to go. We are here when they brought the message 3 days ago that he's dead, that he was dead. He did not attend to it. Now, after they buried him, Jesus now came and said, Lazarus, our friend, is dead. And I thank God. Who is there? John chapter 11. From verse 12.
Then his disciples said, Lord, if he sleeps, he will get
Go
well.
from verse 10.
what if a man walk in the night?
Is somebody sitting here?
But if one walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. These things he said, And after that, he said to them, Our friend Lazarus sleeps.
Our friend Lazarus sleeps.
But I go that I may wake him up.
I want to go that I may wake him up.
Then his disciples said,
The disciples said,
Lord, if he sleeps, he will get well.
If truly he sleeps, he will get well.
However, Jesus spoke of his death.
He was speaking of his death.
But they thought that he was speaking about taking rest in his sleep.
Yes.
Then Jesus said to them,
okay, he don't say plainly.
Lazarus is dead.
Lazarus is dead.
And I'm glad for your sake.
You look at does this guy love us? He was glad for our sakes.
That I was not there.
That he was not there.
That you may believe.
We may believe.
Nevertheless, let us go.
Let's go to him. To him.
Then Thomas.
He now called the disciples. Now we are coming. Hello, everybody. I said, yes. What do you have to say? You know me. I'm not a spiritual fanatic. All of you can quickly believe I am a realist. Have you ever seen him resurrect somebody that is dead? And okay, we met that woman, a son that they were going to bury. Maybe he just died. It's their power. But this one, buried first day, second day, third day. We are going there before. Think why no? But let me advise you, we all love him. He may not love us. What did he say?
That to his fellow disciples.
He said,
let us also go.
My advice is we should go.
That we may die with him.
Because when they bring pompo, and they bring clubs, and they bring stones, we know we are due for that punishment. Somebody do that themselves. What do we put on? We need to bring gadgets. And they began to think here and there. They knew they loved him. They never knew he loved them. But in this washing of feet, he expressed his love plainly. Because I need you rooted and grounded. The love of Christ. Talk to me. That John.
Having loved his own,
yes,
who were in the world.
No. Go back to where you are reading.
So when Jesus came, he found that he had already been in the tomb 4 days. Now Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles away.
You see it?
And many of the Jews had joined the women around Martha
and
Mary.
So he wants to show his love that he had for them. The love that continues till the end. What a love. Some of you think you love God. But you have never seen God love you. You have never understood. That's why when he says go this way, you will see in yourself, this is wickedness. The day you see yourself loving God is the day you begin to see God not loving you when he gives you instruction. John corrected it. He said not that we loved him, he loved us first. You see, one of the disciples was able to correct it. We had a notion we loved him first. We didn't understand until he made us the way he wanted, and he showed us. We now got the mystery of his love for us, that he was the one that loved us first so that we can love him. So everybody began to readjust the modus operandi of his love for God, for Christ, that he loved us. It was shown in the washing of feet. He made it explicit. I want to reinstitute you and reestablish you in the mentality of the washing of feet. Jesus' mentality is where you came from. If you are heading to where you came from, you need to wash your feet. That tree was giving its fruit from heaven. The fruits have a new garment, a new flesh from heaven. And that is why everything goes towards the sun. He died and he saw. It was the breath of heaven that brought him forth. And he began to grow towards heaven. Every man, no man was born standing. You came out and you laid. There was no baby, even if the mother was standing. No baby was born. Bam! His head did the ground and he stood like that. That baby would be an acrobatic baby. You don't understand? For that baby, any baby, maybe the mother was so powerful, she could not sit down, and then she's standing, and then the baby came out of her. Let nobody pick the baby, and the head stayed on the ground, and the baby now stood like that, head on the ground and leg up. You will come lying. You don't get it. And then the day you begin to put your feet on the ground, growth and development begins. You were increasing. You began to crawl. When your senses begins to reform themselves, there is no baby crawling that will be talking. You don't understand? No crawling baby. You see that baby, he must be, have been trying to do this. Then he begin to say, Alia, 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 like that. He will not be crawling, only crawl, not walking, not standing. His senses are not right. Jesus understood the lines, the liturgy of the washing of feet. God did not institute it in Egypt because he knew Egypt was not where they came from. If he had watered them in Egypt, they would remain in Egypt. So he decided to water them outside Egypt. Those who left Egypt, they were not watered. They cannot be grounded. They died. Those who followed them, they were born, not Christian. They were Christian. They were not circumcised. They died. Are you seeing the thing?
Yes.
They left Egypt unwatered. They died. They were born on the journey, not circumcised. They died. And their kingdom began when they began to get in their places, and then they begin to circumcise their children on the 8th day in their places. Their story fully began. They had judges to themselves. So when they misbehave, God will send them out. And then when they realize their fault, He will bring them back. At the instant of the judgment, God was not sending them out anywhere. They remain in their land but in plague. They remain in their land but subjected. They remain in their land but they became slaves and servants and terrified in their land. Jesus now came and said, okay, I will show you the way to growth. All that has gone through Christ, through Moses, from Abraham to Moses, none of them was grounded. They fail and fall along the side, along the journey. Jesus came to say, what was wrong? There was no water. David said in Psalm 1, that man,
Blessed
Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly,
yes,
nor stands in the path of sinners,
yes,
nor sits in the seat of discomfort. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
yes,
And his law he meditates day and night.
yes.
He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water.
Did you see it? A tree planted by the rivers.
That brings forth its fruits in its season.
That tree is grounded. It will not go, drought or famine cannot come on this way.
Whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper.
That is what Jesus is doing by this. Because he already said this, if I give you the water I have, he told the woman, he said that water will become in you a well that will spring to eternity. It does not get dry. And he told the congregation in John chapter 7, he said, whoever is thirsty.
In the last day,
Yes.
that great day of the feast,
Yes.
Jesus stood and cried,
He cried.
saying, if any man thirst,
Why did he not say if any man hungers? If any man thirsts,
let him come unto me
come to me
and drink.
and drink.
And he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said,
Yes.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
My God. If you have the rivers in you and you are not grounded in that which you are giving, what is the essence of the river? We will not fail.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
It's a good time for us. Coming to full true knowledge, the fullness of the knowledge. But you see, when we come to these times of true knowledge, God is beginning to reveal and unveil to us the manifold wisdom with which we are able to face the world and put them down. Paul understood these things. He said, it's not about a weapon of war. It's not. We are not at this time trying to show we can wrestle. So we wrestle not against flesh and blood. But how do we wrestle in this wrestling? Chapter 3, Ephesians. Is that verse? No, chapter 1. Verse 9, 10, 11.
Having made known to us
Yes.
the mystery of his will,
The mystery of his will.
according to his good pleasure,
Yes.
which he proposed in himself.
Yes.
That in the dispensation
That
of
indeed
the fullness,
in the dispensation of the fullness of time.
he might gather together in
Yes.
one
In one.
all things in Christ,
Yes.
both which are in heaven and which are on earth,
Yes.
in him.
Uh-huh.
In him also we have obtained an inheritance,
Yes.
being predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of
He now said in chapter 3, verse 10, that
The intent that now,
to the intent, what he gave, the inheritance he gave to us, that then the intention for giving us that inheritance is what?
unto the principalities and
That
powers
we unto the principalities and
in
powers
heavenly places
in the heavenly places,
might be known by the church
they would see through us
the manifold wisdom of
the
God.
manifold wisdom of God. By the time you begin to use the wisdom of God as it unfolds, you see, the wisdom of God is like in a folding. Last year, I came from another perspective.
Yes.
He's bringing another thing to me this year. This year, we would understand, we will continue to understand as we continue. The love of Christ that surpasses all understanding. Did he say so?
Yes.
And to know the love of, that's verse 18 again, chapter 3, Ephesians.
Maybe that Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith,
Yes?
that ye, being rooted and grounded in love,
Eh,
may be able to comprehend with all saints
yes?
what is in the breadth and length and depth and height. To know the
Not
love
what
of
is
Christ.
in. What is?
What is the breadth and length and depth
Yes.
and height?
Yes.
And to know the love of Christ,
Knowing the love of Christ
which passeth knowledge,
that surpasses knowledge.
that ye might be filled with all the fullness of God.
Oh God. Did you see? That love of Christ fills you with what? Eh? You cannot be half-baked. That's why Jesus said, not all of you are clean. How are they clean? John chapter 15. He said, you are clean, verse 2.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit,
Go to verse 1, let me hear.
and the true vine,
Yeah.
and my Father is the husbandman.
Yes.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit,
Yes.
he taketh away.
Yeah.
And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it,
In that sense,
that it may bring forth more fruit.
yes.
Now ye are clean through the word.
You are
Ye are clean through the
You
word,
are clean through the words.
which I have spoken unto you.
But he said, not all of them are clean. One has the word of the stranger with him. I told you that yesterday.
Yes.
He believed the stranger against Jesus. Jesus said, not all of you are clean. So if from yesterday till now, you have not taken away the strange knowledge, they say you are not clean. Every branch in me, even as a tree, you are still a branch. You see, is the vine. Every branch in me. Are you part of the branch in me? Let's see it. Whatever knowledge is in me that does not agree with his knowledge, that knowledge would only show you one thing. God does not hate, does not love you. That every strange knowledge restrains the love of God from you. It will restrain the manifestation of the love. Every strange knowledge. You begin to think he doesn't love me. That's why he said I should go and meet the. Look at Jesus that loved the disciples. He said, no, I send you like sheep unto. Oh yeah, tell me, what love is it for you to send sheep to wolves? Did you see it? Yet he said, I love you. Why is he sending you there? To the intent that unto the principalities and powers in the heavenly places might be known through you. He wants to show. The ones look at it, this sheep. Yoruba will say, Bajaba leni leni. Apple. This sheep, as soon as the wolf sees you afar, it begins to laugh. Lord, you do well, that you provided a very, very hefty sheep. I will kill this one and nothing will happen without struggle. But who is in that sheep? The master himself. And then as soon as the sheep comes closer, and the wolf sees the visage of the sheep, he gets afraid. This is more than a sheep. What do I do? He said, don't run, I am not out to pursue you. But you can change and become better. And then the wolves will turn and become a new. He said, Jésù ló pé ọ̀sán máa bọ̀ ó.
Yára tètè yá máa bọ̀.
Tó bá pàdéyàn ṣá máa bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Jésù.
Yára tètè yá máa
Ó
bọ̀.
ṣe é tán láti gbà ọ́ là ó.
Yára tètè yá máa bọ̀.
So through you, He wants to deliver lives. That's why he makes you weak, that his strength might go with you. If you are strong, you will have his weakness, so that they will beat you spiritually and physically, and nothing will happen. He wants you to understand you are weak, so that you rest on his strength. The essence of this journey, I pray that God, who through Christ instituted this, would wash us clean.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
Would water his word in our lives.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
And would deeply root us and make us grounded unto the fulfillment of his promise.
Amen.
In Jesus' name we pray.